This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start
Of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You'll hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair. Balls of Christ, dude.
What's happening? This is the Moose here. Tune in to Late Night with Ed Money. It's the way to go, baby.
Hi, Dick.
Why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is edmoneylive.com, where real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site. Everything's on the right-hand side. Remember to like, click, share, everything you can to just get people going in our direct. Tell two friends. Please tell two friends. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here where you just saw is CPAP Chuck. What's up?
Bruh. Chuck Day. Bruh. Chuck Day.
I like the delay part. That's always the best. He's next. I'm happy that he's back again.
I'm on a roll, right?
Yes, it's the amazing Byron.
How's it going, everybody?
And last but not least, always keeping us in balance and check is DJ Jazzy Wayne.
Oh, all right, I like that.
Oh, caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
Me too. That was beautiful.
I did. There's, you know what? Now that you're here, this is totally. I just happened to think of this for the audience. For the audience out there, CPAP and I have a nickname for your wife, which isn't bad.
Okay.
We call her like the angel of death.
Oh, yes.
The Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. That's adorable.
Well, the reason is
somebody could be like literally their heartbeat could stop.
Yeah,
and she's
got
posting
it.
they died.
Listen,
she
has a TMZ app on her phone, and she gets alerts like when people die.
Like instantly though.
Yeah,
it's hooked up to their heart monitor.
Yeah, I'm like, what in the hell, man? How does she know so
They're
quick?
like, Tony Bennett passed away 45 minutes ago. I look and 44 minutes ago she posted.
Val posted it an hour ago.
Hers is 47. She was in the room.
Yeah, she was in the room holding his hand.
I don't know how the fuck she does it.
Just go,
man.
Tony.
So anytime her phone goes off, I'm like, oh my God, who died?
Go into the light. Is that what she does? I figured what she has is in the room at your house, so she's got like 15 monitors all up.
She's got like a whole control station.
She does. All linked up to whatever, like
control station,
whatever hospital.
She's got her own satellite. Yeah. She's like, it's like
does.
CIA shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
like Pee Wee Herman just died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was a bummer, man. He was funny.
Within minutes,
Minute.
she already had a meme and everything up.
Yeah.
Like she was sitting at home watching
Yeah,
watching the EKG go.
You know, she was working from home last week, so if she was at work, it probably wouldn't have hit so quick.
It'll probably take an hour and a half.
Yeah, maybe a half hour.
Yeah, let's not get
So-
crazy. Yeah.
I got a couple quick things I wanted to talk about. One is I wanted to say this. I didn't get a chance to talk about it on a previous show because we get sidetracked about the insane. I went over to Monk's house. All right, this is
Never heard of him.
Monk.
You might know him. You are not worthy enough to see the monk.
Yes, that one.
I remember even what he looks like. I
Thought he
haven't
was
seen
just
him in so
kidding.
fucking long.
Right. Well, what it is, he called me up and see, since I'm, at a position where you can call me and say, what is that look?
Jobless.
I was thinking the same thing.
He can say,
The position
Available.
is unemployed.
I'm available. And he'll say, hey, can you come over and help? I said, fine. Yeah, no problem. I'll come over and help. What do you need? He said, I need to take my car or his wife's car
Okay.
in to get brakes.
All right,
Okay.
fair enough.
Right. I thought, no big deal. Fine. I'll go over there, probably follow him and just take him back.
Yeah.
All right.
So I get in and he's not outside and his truck is in the driveway in a certain position. I go, this is really odd. He's got a big truck too.
Yeah.
And he's blocking the whole driveway.
Yes, the whole driveway.
He's like diagonal.
yeah.
Maybe he was practicing parking in like a shopping center parking lot.
Yes.
Parallel parking.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks totally different without his glasses, doesn't he? For the audience, and then look at this. So I go, okay, fine. I go in. I text him I'm here. The
Yeah.
door opens up so I can go in. And I go in, and the first words out of his wife's mouth, she goes,
Get out!
Yeah. Oh, it's you.
I thought I smelled cabbage.
she says, you're gonna love this. And I go,
She just straight up, not even hi bye. Now that
no. She
you're
goes,
gonna love this.
because she was like not angry. I don't know the right word. She was just apprehensive. So I said, well, what exactly? What do you mean? I'm gonna love this. So she says, you got to listen to this story from Monk. So I said, okay. And I go, dude, he's one of those weird guys. Now, I don't know if you guys are. I'm not. I don't know much about cars. Now, do you guys normally fix your own shit on
if it's
cars or no?
small stuff, yes. If it's like,
Will you change your own brakes?
no. You know why? Because by the time I go get everything, and as long as it's going to take me to do it, I'm losing money.
The 20 or 30 times you have to walk away because you're
Yeah.
so pissed off.
Well, this
Is that after you smash your knuckles, or
Yeah.
when the
Right.
spring like flies into the lawn?
Right. He's one of those guys that
No.
he changes his own oil, which I think is dumb because what's oil? $20? You can go in there for like an average car. A truck is more. A truck's
Well, you
about
Truck's a
40.
little more.
You use secondhand oil, right?
Yeah.
Does he get it from Goodwill?
He uses deep fryer oil. Same thing. It's the same thing.
No, but
His oil filter says Crisco on it.
Sponsored by
Yeah.
Crisco.
right. But he'll change his own oil, and I'm like, dude, for the time for you to crawl under the car and do it, I get it.
Yeah.
My brother does
Yeah.
it just because this is on his try to plow
But
trucks.
yeah, it would take me much
not worth
longer.
it. But he's one of those guys that he'll do it.
yeah.
You can't work on new cars.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I was going to say.
Right.
Back in the day,
It was different
knew
back in the day. You
it
could
was
literally
simple.
sit in
Yeah.
the engine compartment
Yeah.
with the motor.
I can
dude-
work
Yeah.
on an old car.
Well, yeah, but I
You know.
thought when
Yeah,
they
but there's only like 5 moving parts on an old car.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I thought the new ones they have to enter in some kind of code. They do a code thing in there to let.
Well, yeah, for the computer, and it
Yeah, that's
shows you
all
what's
beyond
wrong
me.
with it. But the thing, your air sensor or a oxygen sensor
sensors good-
needs to be
yeah.
replaced. Okay, no problem. You have to take out the whole top of the fucking motor. You have to take out the radiator.
And don't forget the muffler.
You know, just to get to a fucking sensor.
Yeah.
And you know, I had an old car, and this is what started it all, and it pissed me off. I'll go on my rant while we're talking about it.
All right, let's see.
I had
ahead. I'll
I
come
had
back to
a
this. Trust me, I'll come
I
back
had
to
a
this.
Dodge.
the K car.
No, a Sebring, that gray one.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
had.
forgot about that one.
Is it Corinthian leather?
Battery went dead. Right?
That should be easy to change.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Open up the hood, looking around. I'm like, where's the fucking battery?
Well, normally it's
Was it in the trunk?
No,
It was under the driver's
Yeah.
What do you
seat.
mean in the trunk?
So
Yeah.
I've
heard of that.
all I had was a terminal up there. So if you had to jump it,
Yeah.
they were mounted to the car, but the battery was nowhere to be found.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You have to have a battery in your car.
So I look in the manual in the glove box.
Does it run off a static?
Huh? Yeah, right.
Static?
And it's behind the driver's side tire.
So you had to take the tire off.
You're kidding.
You don't have to, but it's much easier if you do.
Yeah.
And it's just a panel that's behind the tire, and you have those little screws that you undo,
Yeah.
and there's the motherfucker right there.
That's the
It's
oddest
on the
thing.
bottom of the car.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Who the fuck does that?
Right.
When I had to change the battery in I had a 2014 Ford Escape. I had to take off the windshield wiper arms. I had to drop the power brake.
Solenoid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I had to take the cow grill off, and only then could I get to the battery.
That's fucking ridiculous.
How do you jump it if
You don't.
Yeah, because like I said, they mount terminals.
Mine didn't have one.
No?
No.
You probably just
Just
didn't
take
see
it to AutoZone. They'll change it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Free.
It'll take them like 5 minutes. It'd take us like 2
Right.
hours.
It literally took me like
Yeah.
about an hour to change my
Yeah,
battery.
that's ridiculous.
Because I had to watch
Right.
a video on YouTube because I'm like, how the fuck does this battery come out?
Well, that's kind of emasculating, isn't it?
Yeah. I did it though. When I
shit,
was done, I was like, all right.
God damn it.
I'll see you in 5 years.
I gotta-
and then I traded it.
Gotta
in.
look up how to change an oxygen sensor. Damn it. I'm a pussy.
So Monk's wife says, "Okay, you're gonna help him out." I says, "Yeah, no problem. I'll help. What are we gonna do? I'm just gonna drive down there, and
Right.
And sit there and read 1976 highlights.
no, I was just gonna pick him. I figured he'd drop off his car and just jump
Oh,
in.
you'd go and make a stop at Drug Mart and
Yeah, right.
get like 10 pounds of whatever pimento loaf or whatever the shit meat you eat.
A cruise out to Brunswick or wherever the fuck you go to get your lottery
No,
tickets.
so she says, he says this. He goes, "No, you're going to drive my truck." And I go, "What do you mean? What do you mean I'm going to drive your truck? Why would you could just can, mine's clean. I mean, you could. Is that so you could
Clean is a matter of opinion.
It's cleanish.
It's
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah,
it's
let's."
gently used. If I were selling it on eBay, I'd say gently used, and I would rip off somebody like really bad.
So I go, "Well, why am I driving your truck? First of all, that's scary. Like if you told me, hey, Ed, drive your truck. Yeah, he's got a brand new. That's relatively brand new. Your truck.
Well, it looks new, but it's not.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's 5 years old.
Oh Jesus!
That's still
newer.
way new. It's still way,
Yeah, but it's not new.
right. So
why did
it
you
would
have
make
to
me
drive his
nervous?
truck
Yeah.
This is the part that gets. So he goes, "Well, I'm going to need brakes," and I go,
on his truck or
"No, on her vehicle, his
so
wife's
he
vehicle."
was the
He says,
sacrificial lamb
He
driving.
says, "I'm going to drive her vehicle," and I go, "Well, still, it should be. You just normally hear when your brakes are going. That's stupid.
yeah,
yeah.
Whatever that thing is
Yeah,
called.
pads.
What's it called?
Brake pads on the
No.
on the calipers.
Isn't there a piece of metal that when
Yeah,
you
it
get
chimes when it's low.
right?
Yeah.
He goes, "No, there's no brakes in her vehicle," and I go,
What do you mean? There's no brakes?
"That's what I said." I go, "What do you mean
So
there's
they're
no
shot.
brakes?" And he goes, "When you push down, it goes right to the floor." And the way he was
that's not good.
downshifting to
on automatic.
It wouldn't engage.
something about
There's the cylinder.
What's the big
master
round-
cylinder?
Master
Bad.
cylinder?
Yeah.
no, I thought master cylinder is the thing, and
That's where the fluid is.
then okay, so the
You're
the big round drum looking thing.
There-
In the engine
tire?
compartment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
master cylinder.
He goes
Either the cylinder or something that's not getting fluid. If it's
right. He goes, "There's something wrong," and he goes, "What I need you to do."
Oh God!
He says, "You drive my truck, but just stay a little bit ahead of me, and I'll use you as the stop."
that's
So
awesome.
just bump
Shut
into
your
you.
mouth.
Bump, and I go, "Wait a minute."
We're
he's
doing
got-
demolition derby style here. Is that
Yeah.
what's going
Couldn't you
on?
just they'll come pick up his car with a
a tow
flatbed.
truck.
Yeah.
Right. I go, "Dude, get a tow truck." Do you know what he said? "I ain't paying for that."
I thought of that, yeah.
Right. He said he's not paying for that. He goes, "I don't pay for a tow. It's right down the road." So this is the thing. He's got, for the audience, he's got a brand new
Dodge Ram Hemi.
with a Hemi.
Yeah.
Now, I drove years ago. My brother had a 5.0 Mustang. All right, he had a GT.
Did he have a rag top down?
So his hair can blow. See what we did?
Did he feather it?
Did the girlies all stand by waiting just to
Do you
say
remember
hi?
that haircut where people would part it in the center?
Did he stop?
Yeah.
All feather.
Hell no, he just drove by.
Collaborate and listen.
And what I'm just going to do this side story is my brother had this 5.0 and
With
then
his
he had
rag
GT.
top down, so his hair.
I know, it didn't have any of that. And so, and he got it at Mike Bass Ford. He said, hey, can you pick it up? I'm going to be at work. And this is the story to understand the Hemi. All right. Because yours doesn't
a
have a
big motor.
Hemi in it, does it?
No, it's a Ford.
I don't know what that means.
Hi-oh.
I'm glad it
Means
works
they
on
don't
cars.
make Hemi.
Oh, they don't? Okay, I didn't know.
That's
I'm not a
like-
That's
I'm
a
not
Dodge
Chrysler,
Mopar.
Plymouth, Dodge.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's a V8.
So
Yeah.
So, but in a 5.0,
Yeah.
in a stick shift,
Yeah.
it's got get up and go. So the first time I drove that kind of car,
Peel out.
I was driving down the highway in like second or third gear doing 70 and didn't even realize it because that car has
Oh,
so
you
much.
realized it.
No,
All you
You
heard
don't
is.
do that on accident.
All you heard is.
I mean, you're exaggerating now. Come on.
You go so fast and don't realize how fast you're going.
I think you mean just how quick it gets there.
Yeah, you got
know?
on it.
I don't.
Yeah,
it didn't
you
feel
did.
like I
You
was
weren't
getting
just
on it.
like, on your way to convenient.
I was
like
on the highway.
Casually shifting.
You were coming here from
He's
the highway.
redlining it, $7.5 grand.
You weren't even thinking about the break-in period
No.
at
Yeah.
all.
And there was
Totally disregarded
to
it.
give you an example, right down for the audience. There is a road called Lynn Road, which is an in between little.
It's Cooper Foster and
Yeah.
It's an in between little
Ridge.
road.
Yeah.
And there's a stop sign which I hate because you hit the stop sign, traffic's going like crazy, and across the street is a church.
And the Long John Silver's you like to frequent.
Yeah.
I thought that's what he meant by church.
I like it.
The Church of the Fish Stick.
Church of the Hush Puppies.
I love their
Church of the
Hush Puppies.
Sacred Hush Puppy.
It's so good. Look, it's chronic. It's something about those hush puppies.
You're right.
It is.
I do.
You're right. Okay.
I haven't had them in a long time,
Well,
but
what
they are
happened
delicious.
this is the example of this. So when I was in his car and I was at that stop sign there at Lynn Road and then staring at the church and traffic's going. So that's why you get so pissed.
Yeah.
I punched it and went. And I just went right across the street into the parking lot. And that's when I was like, I can't do that in this kind of car. I learned real quick, I don't want to drive this. It's just maybe I don't drive the right way.
Yeah, you're a puss.
What is it?
Was it a stick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a stick. So I wasn't.
Did you break
greatest.
anything by launching it?
No. It just
That's awesome.
I mean, because
Yeah.
I learned when you're behind a vehicle like that. So when he told me, "Hey, take my truck with a Hemi," I'm like, "Oh, son of a bit!" And his truck too. When you start it up right up, it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a manly sound to it.
So I'm terrified.
yeah.
So I get in this thing, and he's going, "Don't go too far ahead of me." But don't go too fast because I need you to stop. And I'm thinking the whole time, this is a brand new truck.
I would
Right.
just put it in drive and just let it idle.
Right. With the
Yeah.
hazards on.
Yeah.
Right, right. Until where his house is, to exit his development,
You got to go up that giant hill.
that hill,
Yeah.
and he's got no brakes.
So he
Well,
rolled
it
back
makes
down.
it easier.
No, he had,
Oh, yeah.
right, right. So he said, and he tells me,
Didn't he
well,
have an emergency brake
Well, if it's automatic,
So he could do
a lot
some
of times they
drifting?
don't let you roll.
backwards?
You can kind of
Yeah.
tap the gas a little
Yeah,
bit.
it'll
and
keep it.
It'll
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it there. Yeah.
Well, he goes, don't whatever you do, trying to time it so that I'm not in a position where I gotta
Yeah.
use brakes.
Right.
So I'm watching all this traffic, trying to make sure
Well, so you're dealing with a lot of shit, aren't
a
you?
lot, and my anxiety's going on because I'm in this enormous truck. Because for some reason that truck seems
That would've
really
been a good
big.
It's a big truck.
Isn't it a big truck?
Yeah.
It just seems like it's so much bigger
Enormous.
inside. It does. It's like it has
just
a
a car.
bench. No,
It's just a
it seems really big.
It's not.
It's a big
Just a
car.
truck.
Yeah.
You just say
You
that.
get used to them. They're just like anything.
Yeah.
But not when it's mine and I'm used as a backstop.
That is different.
Did
So-
so did he
Hey,
tap it?
So-
he told you to do it.
I'm at that stop spot, and so across from Maudini. So I see there's an opening. I see there's enough room for him. So I goosing on over because that room it kicked me on over, and I'm looking because I start going real slow because I'm hoping he'll get right behind me.
He's got to get behind you or he's fucked.
Traffic, the light changed right around the corner from him.
Man.
If you go up his hill, right there's that light
Is it Woodhill?
Um,
Because Cherry Valley doesn't have a light.
Right,
So,
it's that.
and you mentioned Maud Eating Park, so
Right.
that should not have that light.
No, he's at Cherry Valley. Cherry Valley comes
So
up.
there's no light.
But right to the right, heading into town.
Oh, you're going that way.
No, we were going to Conrad's, going left, but to the right is a light that just changed.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So all the traffic started coming. So
Well, that was your job to pick a good time.
I did.
You had terrible, and especially if you're in a truck, you can see it quarter mile down the road.
You had one job.
So basically, you chose poorly.
No,
I agree.
So you gave him no room.
No,
that was your
That's
fault.
why you don't have
100%.
anything nice.
Totally your fault.
I did give him room, but he was doing this the whole time. So how do you judge on that?
So did he make it in behind you?
So he goosed it, and then he went coming out, and now I'm panicking because now we can't.
Now he's
stop.
doing Mach 5.
Now he's doing Mach.
What kind of car is it?
Now
do
you got to
know?
slow him down.
And I got to slow him down. So what? My only thought was, I don't want him to hit me or his car, so I went a little further.
He already told you that was the whole principle.
Yeah.
I just felt bad because it's gonna. Because here it is.
Imagine how bad you'll feel if he can't stop and he gets T-boned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
a-hole.
I know.
Killed.
I know. So
anyhow.
I goosed up ahead, and we went down the back, down behind AutoZone, all the way
Oh, okay. Through that. Oh, yeah. You can do that. I get it.
right,
Yeah.
all the way
Yeah.
through
Through the car lots behind drug marts.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
Post office parking lot.
Right. So we ended up doing
And
that.
you made it to Conrad's.
The whole time we made it, and I could see him yelling at me.
He's
In his-
motherfucking you
He's
the whole
motherfucking-
There's
way.
not a lot of training for that.
yeah, there's
You know.
not.
That's pretty much improv.
But I could see him getting all pissed off.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's like, oh my. Well, I think probably the anxiety that he's in a vehicle that, other than throwing a boat anchor out to stop you,
Did the emergency brake thing, the lever didn't
I don't know.
work?
I didn't ask
I'd say
him.
no,
But have you ever? This is my thought. We finally made it there. This
Because that's a manual.
I would just, I would
but
just
it's
gun it
still,
and like
if there's
drift.
no pads or anything.
You know,
left.
do some drifting.
Some Tokyo drifts?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That would be awesome.
The thing was, we got there, finally made it there. He backed into his. He did this little thing where he backed in the bumper by that damn car wash.
Yeah.
And we're sitting. We got up, and you should have seen the people just staring through the window at us. And he's like, "Oh my God, oh my Jesus!" You know, they're all upset with me. They're just looking. I'm like, "Oh, it was me," you know. But the whole time, and then there's a drop off. I said, "Dude, do you trust these drop offs?" You know, I don't know.
Never
Like
had
key
an
drop?
issue.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
had an
What
issue.
don't you trust?
Well, theirs doesn't have a box. You just drop. There's a slot that drops into a random door.
Yeah,
So
but there's a box underneath there that they
Is
fall
there?
into. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
they
didn't know
just
that.
fall on the floor, Ed.
That's what I thought.
No, no.
So I go. But here's the thing. He gets out an envelope and he fills out the information. Didn't know his plate number or anything.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah.
when you go back, check a plate number, and instead of going, do you lick envelopes when you mail stuff?
I have, yeah.
Right, I do, and he did.
Not ransom notes or anything.
No, because your DNA.
Yeah.
Totally.
You
Stay
don't wanna
away
do
from
that.
that.
No,
yeah.
but he did this thing where he would lick his finger and go like this
That's weird.
Yeah, that's
across
that
the
doesn't sound right.
across
That's a little weird.
I got nothing on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
He
nothing.
was
I
going-
can't even get your back.
He was, and I go, "What are you doing?" He said, and he would.
Was he just dabbing it?
Yeah, and I go,
I think he does that in the bedroom.
But on his butthole.
Yeah. Dab it. That's my tongue.
Oh, I wish he
Close
was.
your eyes. That's my tongue.
I wish Monk was here for this.
Yeah.
He should really be here for this.
So look at the big smile on his face. So I thought, well, that's really odd, and he put the key and it dropped in it. But I thought, who who licks? And he said there was a story. Now it's just a wives' tale where cockroaches laid eggs on the envelope and people licked it, and then they ended up getting some kind of. Maybe
That sounds really
See,
cool.
I heard that the cockroaches laid the eggs, but they wet the envelope with their butthole. And they had
I believe that.
cockroaches in their butthole.
I'm back in.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's more
the
believable.
story I heard.
Yeah.
And the one guy used his pee hole.
And
Yeah.
the ghosts put it there
Yes.
because
I've
those
never-
don't exist.
I've never heard anything like
No.
that.
And I went in real
No.
quick, I wanted to say that just
Those are
before,
dumb.
before we get into the ghosts, before we get into something else. But I want to say is I went to a buddy's house. I was at Monk's again. We're sitting there drinking because he called me over to
You're
come
out there. Listen,
Just move in.
yeah.
Well, he built that giant.
I want to fucking go and sit at that fucking tiki
he wants
bar.
to do the tiki bar.
He keeps saying he wants us there, but he never calls and invites us
know.
there.
I asked him.
Well,
that
he'll
when I
do a
was-
show with it. He's like, now I know I didn't want to call him. Yeah.
When I was over
Not
there,
gonna
I
happen.
asked him. I told him that you wanted to do a tiki bar cookout. He said
Yeah.
he's totally into it.
All right.
He just doesn't supply the.
Is
food.
Saturday good? No, that's fine.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I said, well, I'll just grab a
Well, then I'm
random-
not going. The fuck? Yeah, come to a cookout,
out.
but I'm
out.
I'm not going to have any food.
He says we just supply. Yeah,
Will we just smell the grill?
He'll just supply
Yeah.
the
Sure
grill.
does smell good.
I like
Yeah.
that crispy stuff though on the grill.
the
I
leftover
do,
chicken.
yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you clean your grill like before
Yeah.
Just run a stainless, let it heat up. I don't do it after I've cooked on it, like unless it's like really bad.
Right.
But next time I build a fire and it starts heating up and smoking, I'll take. I have a stainless steel like grill brush and it cleans it up just fine.
Now, do you have? I have a propane. He's got
I got pellet.
a pellet.
I have
Me
a green egg, so
Yeah.
charcoal, and then I have a Blackstone, which is a griddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a flat top.
Flat top.
Flat
Do you
top,
like? Now,
yeah.
do you like? He does not like. He said he can taste the propane
That's different though.
versus the charcoal. Well,
His
no,
is a griddle, so there's no. It's not.
It's like a
Like
a
it's a-
Benihana.
It's heating
It's
up
like a
the
hibachi.
plate.
yeah. No flame gets
Yeah.
to it.
at all. Though, so I thought also you're cooking, which you're cooking in the grease.
Well, that's
versus-
what makes it so delicious.
That's-
In the
that's-
grease.
well, when
Actually,
you-
it's
like,
so
you-
dry. You have to learn how to cook with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you cook a steak, it's like unless it's like a bunch of fat or
On
something.
the green egg or the
The
black
green
stuff?
egg's just a charcoal grill.
Yeah.
So
That you
but
can
the
fire
griddle,
smokers.
I have to use. You know what I use? I use safflower oil because that's the Benihana Steakhouse. That's their main, and I like the stir fry taste. And
Yeah.
it's good for like beef, chicken. It's good for everything. I use that pretty much.
Right.
That or olive oil, but olive oil has a low flash point versus this.
Oh,
Wait a
Safflower
minute. I heard that before. What does that mean?
So it'll
Is it-
smoke.
Is that what it is?
You
Okay.
can't really sear stuff real high. It'll start
With the
smoking.
olive oil.
Yeah, right.
So what is
The
this?
safflower oil, it's a little more expensive, but it just
Can
it's
you
amazing.
taste it? Is there a taste it adds to it?
No,
or
that's why it's good. It's like it's pretty mild, very mild.
is it? I see. I've never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Is it like you know how you get olive oil? Obviously, pressed olives.
Yeah.
What is?
No
is it a
shit.
safflower?
You know what? I don't know.
Right.
I think it has like almost looks like a sunflower.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up.
It's
but
probably made out of
Are you
M&Ms.
sure you didn't misread it and it's sunflower oil?
I'm positive.
Maybe there was when
Yeah.
they were.
But it works really nice, and you
Does
have
it?
to have that for a steak. Otherwise, it's just dry. It's like it's basically like a iron skillet.
Yeah.
You know,
Big-
and-
Do you have
but
to season it?
browns
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you have when you
Yeah.
first get it. I
Yeah.
had to season it, and
Absolutely.
yeah,
So,
So get on with your shit.
yeah.
but
sorry.
anyhow, yeah.
Anyway, so I was at Monk's and we're drinking, and I get a phone call from my buddy Dan, and he says, "Hey man, can you come over and help?" I said, fine.
You're like, come on, man. I just sat down for a
I
couple
just
beers.
sat down, but he's right around the corner. So I told Monk I got to leave, and he's like, "Oh God!" So he had one of those Moais, the little Moai
Easter
statues.
Island.
Yeah, Easter Island concrete statues. Can you help me move? Whatever. I'm like, fine, I'll come over and do that. In the meantime, I'm at his house. He did all this remodeling to his house.
Monk.
No, that my buddy
Yep,
Dan.
okay.
So he did all this remodeling. He had a super cool. Have you ever seen a whole bathroom in that old peach or pink?
Yeah,
or,
the old school 70s.
70s.
Yeah.
with the low-rise toilet,
The
but
low boy.
everything is that peach or
Pepto-Bismol pink.
Wallpaper. Yeah.
is that what is that called?
The bathtub is pink. The sink is
Everything.
pink.
Yes.
was that the old school?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had that black and pink.
Yeah.
Black.
And that it was mostly pink highlighted with like black, but I found safflower oil.
Oh, did you? Okay. What is it?
It comes from the seeds of the safflower plant.
Oh, well, there you go.
There's two varieties, but the health benefits, contains healthful fats called unsaturated fatty
Unsaturated
acids.
fat, sure.
Consumed in moderation, it may offer health benefits such as blood sugar control, better heart health, and lower risks of lower levels of inflammation.
So you
People
can
use
deep
it.
fry fries in it.
Yeah, and that's a safflower.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
And wings.
It's pretty. It's a pretty flour. They
Do you think-
squeeze it until its oil come out.
Yeah.
You squeeze the
That's what I
lifeblood
use.
out of it.
I like using
chunking
that.
it, just go out there. Imagine our grandparents would cook with lard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
cooking bacon, leftover bacon grease.
Bacon grease.
I still
that
do.
they saved in a can.
I don't do that, but I save it in a little
No,
container.
I always used to save it, but I never used it.
And so you're probably just like,
You know,
fuck
it's
it.
good for like cabbage and
Noodles.
cabbage and noodles.
I just
like
made
Samantha
that,
makes
yeah.
that's good.
with the bacon grease.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, that's what I. He
That's
makes.
what I season my grill with, and
Yeah.
because there's moving parts on the the shield of it.
Yeah.
And I use bacon grease and so it don't rust.
Wait a minute.
This is a very informational show we're doing.
Yeah, I
today.
feel like
Yeah.
I
is
feel
this
like
on
we're helping.
PBS?
That's
I feel
nothing
like
wrong
we're
with that.
helping
There's
along
nothing-
a lot of people.
He
today.
said there's many times that those shows are good because people are learning.
Yeah.
First of all, how do you season it with bacon? Do you put it in your hand and just
No,
like this?
It's. I have a pellet.
'Cause
You ever
Bacon
season anything
Yeah.
like a skillet?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
You bring it up to temperature, and then you for like this elevated time. Then you slowly bring it down, put more oil,
Put
or
more oil in
whatever.
it, and-
Bring it back up until it seasons it.
What the oils go into the cast iron
Basically,
pan,
yeah. Yeah.
and you're never supposed to dishwasher it, right?
Right. Well, I
Just
never
rinse
use
them
any.
out.
I have an
Rinse
actual
it out.
thing that looks like chainmail.
A chainmail.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a loose. It's like a towel, but it's chainmail, and it has every
I'm
link
sure
has
Ed wore
edges.
that during foreplay once.
I just run hot water in my skillet
Yep.
till it's really hot, and then let it sit, and then I'll just take that stainless steel thing and pretty much wipe it out. I never use soap or anything.
Right.
It
Really?
stays
I heard
shiny.
you
You're
can
not
use
supposed
coarse
to.
salt.
It's almost non-stick now because
Yeah.
of it.
And
Well-
it doesn't keep the flavor of whatever you cooked last in it?
No, it adds
No,
to it.
Not unless you want it to. I got mine. The one I have one that's 40 years old.
Yeah,
Do you?
I swear to
those
God.
some older ones are really expensive.
My grandma used to cook.
You could buy used ones from like the 40s or the turn of the century, and they're like $300-400.
Inside that stove is actually cast iron pots.
There you go.
That-
where you did your witches spells.
I thought you were going to
Cauldrons.
say inside that is Anne Frank. Yikes!
Anyways, I was
So you go to this guy's house. You help him
Yeah.
with the cement thing.
I go to his house. I'm sitting there. So he shows me all the remodeling. He did that. He kept the kitschy chic, did a little updates in the bathroom, which is really cool to keep that old
Yeah.
tile. Now, was that old tile plastic?
Depends.
Yeah, they were plastic in the
Were
one
they?
I
Were
had.
they?
Yeah.
Depends on what color
Yeah,
it is.
the pink and blue, they're plastic.
Pink and black.
Pink and black, yeah. Well, so this is at the end.
Did it look like a box of Good and Plenty's?
No, it was actually pretty cool. looking.
Like Oprah Winfrey bent over naked.
Wow.
Look at
See what I did?
What?
Anyone?
Let me think
No?
about that one.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it did. Wait, let me think again. Yep,
So we're
there she is.
I have no
we're
idea.
sitting there.
where
He
that
says,
came
"Hey, let's
from.
have a beer." And I said, "Fine." So I'm sitting on his back
Why
Yipper.
Sorry.
thing, and his wife shows up. And she starts saying, "Okay, they done some remodeling," and they started asking me about their
not?
son.
Would you like to see the bedroom?
No, then they started telling me this horror story about his son falling in love. You know, when you were young, dude. Did you ever meet a girl?
Can't remember it.
What? Falling in love or being young?
Yes.
Is that their son? He met this girl in January and is like moving her in like 6 months.
Poor
That's
bastard.
not too bad.
No.
You think? Would you move
No,
in with a
Becky and
girl?
I moved in together pretty quick. Like 5-6 months, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've met a girl, and within 2 weeks, I knew that it wouldn't last, and I was out. So it's got to be kind of like the opposite of that.
Why waste your time?
Yeah, I knew right away.
Right.
You're like,
I mean, I just thought, man, moving in. But
Yeah.
anyways, God bless him. So he's telling me a story. I'm like, oh God, poor kid. You know, just do something with. He's 30. I should have said
Yeah.
kid. But then his wife goes, well, since you're gonna be leaving, they went and got corn. Corn is in now.
Corn's in season in
It's
Ohio.
really
Yes.
good this year.
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
Dude.
So is watermelon.
Is it in already?
Oh man,
They didn't in.
watermelon's been in forever.
Yeah.
No, is it?
All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah. No, there's certain times it doesn't taste very good.
Right.
It's
No,
watery.
yeah.
Right. So here's the thing.
Or you get the ones that look like
Yeah.
you crack it open and it looks like a dry desert.
Yeah. You know, I've had it.
Did you ever get one of those? You're like, what the fuck is this?
You cut it open and it goes.
It looks like
I was like,
yeah.
2 in a row. I bought seedless, and they were like chock full of seeds.
That makes
I was
no
like, and I had to
sense.
try to get Samantha to believe me. I'm like, it said seedless. Like,
That's false advertising.
I was like, seriously,
Was she looking at you like you illiterate
Did you
bastard?
see it? There's seeds in it. Like, I'm not gonna take it back, cut in half,
You're right.
couple bites out of
It
it.
looks like it was struck by lightning.
Yeah. Just yesterday, she's cleaning out the pantry. It's like, I like the shelled peanuts, but you know what? You got to eat them right away.
Yeah.
You can't like,
you can't let them get stale.
you can't package them like in a big bag and separate. She's like going through. I go, that's bad. She's just holding them up. I'm like, that's bad. Hold up, that's bad.
Like a
She's
handful
Who
of
bought
peanuts?
pumpkin seeds? Nobody eats pumpkins. I was like, I didn't. And I'm thinking in my head, did I?
Yeah,
I don't throw those out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I buy those?
Those are dumb.
Remember when you used to get those trick or treating? They come in those little shitty packs.
Yeah.
It'd be like pumpkin seeds.
Right.
That's stupid.
Bastards.
Right.
Give me the apple instead of that handful of pennies.
Right. Well,
But yeah, it is.
Anyhow, so you're over there.
watermelon.
They
Well-
got some corn.
well, so right, and for the audience out there, there are two. Well, for me, there are a couple places I normally go, but I always going to this place called Groves.
See, I like
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Right.
A
right.
neighborhood
Or I'll-
stand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's a good produce, local produce,
Yes.
whatever.
We
Yeah,
have
but
a few of them.
Dude, yeah, but here's a problem. There was one right down here for the audience. I'm going to give road names that you may or may not know. Oberlin Road, you go down to 113, and there was
Yeah.
one on the right hand side.
Not anymore.
That guy
Was
got
that
shut-
Phoenix?
No,
No, Phoenix is
on
okay,
Lake.
okay.
That's on Lake. This dude got shut down. He said that him and there was one further down on him that they had people from the government stop by and said, "You're selling food product. You got to have XYZ licenses." And he said, "I'm just selling extra stuff from my field."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
And they
sakes.
wanted him to do sales tax, and all. He goes,
Fuck you.
if I've got a couple bushels, I put it out here, and that's all I got extra from my field. So they just basically said, and
Yeah,
just shut
fuck
it all
it.
down.
Yeah.
Fucking shut it down. It's like the little girl with the lemonade stand that
Yeah.
they went after. Well, so for the the audience, you go,
Bastards.
I know you're getting the cocksuckers, and those are usually good. Those sometimes those stands are.
But you know
good.
what?
Sure.
Next time you go to a stand, say, like, the tomatoes look beautiful. Did you guys grow these? They're like, well, no. You know, they're homegrown, but they're not from here. Like, how about the blueberries? They're like, no.
I would have to do
Pretty
that.
much everything except like corn, maybe some potatoes
Yeah.
were the only things that were from there.
Yeah, we
that's
picked those
very
up at the
common.
farm market.
Really?
They'll go and buy them. I don't know if they go to the West Side Market or whatever,
Right
but they because they want to provide a more complete selection for
Right,
you.
instead of just like,
because
here's
you
a corn.
can't, you can't expect them to do peppers,
Right,
cucumbers,
right.
squash, everything.
Right.
So maybe they specialize in just corn, apples, or something like that. But you'd be surprised how much of it is
It's not
not
theirs.
grown. But tomatoes, if they're touching dirt or whatever, they're good.
Yeah.
To me.
See, I love the, for some reason, there's a total different flavor of the tomatoes that you get from those stands or little places than when you go to.
Tomatoes are.
You know, they're not
You
sitting
can tell
around.
homegrown from
Oh,
There is,
tomatoes
there
are one
is.
of my favorites.
Yeah, but the only problem is he has me so paranoid of green peppers now because
I had one
Why?
bad accident. One bad thing happened.
It's, yeah,
Why?
but well, he
I still eat them.
he cut it open and there was a worm.
There were two little inchworms in
So
there.
they don't eat much, my dad would say.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I think your stomach acid will kill them.
No, they didn't make it that far. They made it to the backyard.
They made it to the bottle of tequila.
I like eating raw vegetables. Do you
Oh,
like-
same.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm with you.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you dip it like in ranch or something, or no? You just eat it raw as is.
Usually nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like so. If I get good tomatoes, those are like candy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Becky
even eat
likes,
it like an apple, a bigger one.
Becky likes those grape tomatoes.
Oh, I love them.
See, the problem is
Cherry
you can't eat too
tomatoes,
many.
yeah.
Don't you get canker sores from too many? Too
Like
much
citric
only
acid.
if I have like chapped lips or my nerves or whatever. yeah,
Shot.
yeah,
lips and-
yeah, because it lets the acid into your. Yeah,
And then you're fucked.
like when I was little, I used to have to. I would get cold sores if I had like an orange in my,
Right.
So I would put like
I went
chapstick
to
on
the strip
first,
club.
and then
Before
I
you
could do
ate.
it.
and ate
yeah,
that orange.
Yeah.
yeah. You what? I missed it.
You did.
I'm in this serious conversation, and you guys
And
are.
we were not.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, so he
Tyler Dick.
the wife out of nowhere. Yeah, your friend Tyler and Randy, I think is his brother.
Randy!
Yeah, right. Tyler the
Dick.
finisher, Randy. So all of a sudden, so the wife says, "Well, since you're here, and I like going to Grobes," and she says, "No, they went to Phoenix. That she likes it better." And I'm like, "Well, I don't like it." And so out of nowhere, she goes, "Would you like some corn?" Oh, I like some corn.
Who doesn't want some free corn?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You always say yes.
Who's right? Who doesn't like some corn?
I'll be like, fuck yeah.
I go. There's one that
celebrate.
makes a little bit excited. So I said, I love some corn. I love sweet corn. Who doesn't? And he gave me, CPAP gave me a killer recipe. It does work. It's on.
I told you.
He gave me this idiotic recipe. You'd never think something so simple.
For corn?
Yeah.
Oh, I do the same. My dad showed me.
With
couple
white
ways.
vinegar and sugar.
Oh, no.
That's what. Yeah.
We
what's
just leave it in the husk and everything and put it in the microwave. It steams
Stop it. What do you in the
yeah.
husk?
I've heard of that.
Oh, yeah. Or I
Take it out and wrap it in a wet paper towel.
I wrap it in saran wrap, each individual, and throw it in for 6 minutes. Done. Perfect.
In the microwave like
Yeah.
that? It
Huh.
doesn't. I would
Perfect.
worry that it would blow the
No,
door.
it's
off.
not comes
popcorn.
perfect.
It's a corn on the
Yeah.
cob, you boob.
No, it works perfect. In the husk, but then it's messy inside. It's
Yeah.
hot. If
Yeah,
you
it's-
just wrap it in
yeah.
saran wrap, put it in there like 4 or 5 ears of corn, 6 or 7 minutes,
Right.
done.
I do similar to that when I'm doing the
But
microwave.
what's the vinegar and oil thing?
Yeah, listen
What
to
are you?
this.
Where are you putting it?
when you're boiling? First, you take
Do you
your
feel
wiener.
fresh after?
Yeah,
I do.
Is this a cleansing thing or?
Well, let's go back to first the corn.
No, yeah. So yeah, we'll come back to the recipe because it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it. It's unbelievable. So I said,
First, I'll take some free stuff.
First it's free
Sure.
and yes, it's corn. So I said, I'm taking some corn. So she goes over. We go in her kitchen. She's got a heaping pile of corn from Phoenix.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. And
Delicious.
she offers me 2 ears of corn.
Well, you are alone.
Ooh, you are.
You're alone.
Dining for one. Here's 2 ears of corn.
Yeah,
You
that
should
should
do
do
it.
ya.
Yeah.
I swear to you, I was like, I'm gonna do 2 ears of corn.
What were you expecting? Like a half a dozen?
What are you
or-
gonna do with 3?
Well, I would think a half a dozen if somebody's offering you corn.
Yeah,
fair.
at least
right.
at least something you can't hold. Put in a bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four.
Four
Even
ears.
four.
Four,
Yeah,
I would have
four,
4 ears
yeah.
would have been
Four,
acceptable.
she-
4 is pretty good.
But she gave you one for each hole.
But then I said,
Ed's putting them in the pockets in his carpenter shorts.
They're wedged in the hammer loops. They're like 6 shooters.
That's a little
Carpenter
throw-
jean shorts.
Yeah, that's
no, you missed
little
'cause
throwback
Chuck
from last
said I
week.
got 2, 1 for each hole. That's
Yep,
what he said.
that's right.
I heard it.
No, so what I
Thank you, Wayne.
Well, she goes.
Wayne cares.
She goes. This is what she says to me. She goes here. So I go 2 ears of corn. She said, "Well, 1 for you, 1 for your mom."
I don't want you getting too full, fatty.
Yeah,
At least you put thought into it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, like,
That's very considerate.
who offers 2 ears
One
of
for each
corn?
hole.
Yeah, that you know what? That's cheap. What's wrong with her?
So, like, what the hell's wrong
Monk,
with
you need to
you?
step up.
She had a whole fucking bag of it. She had a
did.
bushel
Oh,
of
like,
it. Yeah.
God damn, I got 2.
Yeah.
So I went home, but the next day I was so angry because inside.
Yeah, 'cause
You
you
were
got 2.
angry?
Well, you got 2 ears of corn.
Well, the rest was going to the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
You know, the bad thing is it gives you a.
See, God damn it! Now that he said
If you have
that,
2 ears of corn, knowing you're only getting 1 of them and your mom's getting 1, you get a taste of corn, but not enough to
Right.
enjoy corn.
right?
Yeah, you need
I'd
2
be-
to get into it yourself.
Yeah.
Dude,
Salt and
I'll
pepper
bet
and
you.
butter.
Right.
I'll bet you $5 his mom didn't get that other fucking ear of corn. I'm just saying.
My guess is it's still in a warm
I just
place.
looked around. I was just looking. Yeah,
It's still on the counter.
I would like a good Mexican street corn recipe.
I have.
I have one.
You
What
do?
what
All right,
you
we'll
mean?
get together.
What I've
No,
never.
it's way above your
I don't think I've
culinary.
The one I
No.
have is for a Blackstone.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had
what?
Mexican
The one I
street
have is
corn.
for a Blackstone.
I have a Blackstone.
I know.
So we hear.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had Mexican street corn. Whatever.
What?
I don't. What exactly is Mexican street?
Get out of here.
It's
Don't-
like
that's-
regular corn on the cob, but
But
it's
it has,
like
like-
usually
Is that the
browned a
mixed
little
colors?
and seasoned with a bunch of stuff.
Sometimes they cook it with bacon.
Yeah,
I've never had
It's
it.
grilled.
it's like a heavy seasoning.
Okay.
I can't say I've ever had that. I've had corn.
I don't know what's on
They
it.
put some.
so-
They put cojito cheese on it.
Yeah, some
kinda
kind of white
feta
cheese.
Is that the one? Wait, you can go to like the fairs and they give you the corn on the cob
Yeah,
and they
with
sprinkle
the shit on. Yeah, the cheese.
Yeah, it looks
on
like
it.
there's
Well,
mayo
this
on it
is
or
more
something.
of a.
Yeah.
It's more than just sprinkle a little stuff on.
Yeah,
it.
no,
There's a
this
little.
is
It's got to be a
actually-
little process to
Yeah,
it.
blended together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen.
pretty good.
Well, this is what I was going to
delicious.
say.
Anyhow.
So I was like so mad. The next day I went. I was like, Mom, we're going on a corn
Come
run.
on.
Yeah.
Come on, we're going on a corn run.
Yeah. She's like, wait, let me put on my skirt.
I have my crush.
You hear
Johnny
the
Davis.
theme song for Smokey and the Bandit. He's bound down, you know.
Load it up and truck
They're like,
it.
woohoo!
So I said, we're going on a goddamn corn run. And so it went up.
Well, might as well.
A corn run.
Log.
A big corn run.
Big
so,
log.
So I go up, and for the audience, there's Groves again. This little,
Yeah.
it's well known. Would you consider?
That's known in the area for sure.
Yeah. What's the? What's,
It's a big log. Robert Plant.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Excellent tune.
Right.
is.
So they were packed. Now I know right down the street is another. What's just a stand,
But now it's a whole.
whole store.
Yeah.
Whole store now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. So I said, why don't we go check out that other one just to see it? My mom's
Right.
like, well, I don't care. You know, I'm doing
I'm rolling around in the back of your truck with the sawhorses.
Yeah.
I can't walk anymore.
Yeah.
I gave her a sandwich.
Well, you know. It's a corn husk sandwich. I put some mustard on it, Mom. You're gonna love it.
There it is.
There it is. Right, yeah, so he said,
We're going on a corn run, boy.
Come on, you big sack of monkey nuts!
we're going on a corn run.
It's August in Ohio.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The whole time.
We're going to the corn stand, son.
So we went further down in this place. I'm telling you. First of all, of course, you know what I always look for. As soon
Cute
as
girls.
God damn, I do.
An exit?
Right, an
Yeah.
exit.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
Go in.
Yeah.
Nice
Did they
place.
take your WIC card?
Away from him.
Yeah.
I love how you're so serious when you say it. That's the worst part. That's what hurts me. It stings. It stings, Chuck. So I go in. It's a nut. You got to check it out, dude. They have all kinds of not kitschy chic, but the fresh
Jams, jellies,
Yes.
nuts,
all the
Right.
stuff made.
salsas.
Salsas.
Why and the one sparkler? That's right, one firework. Now, why don't you like that kind of?
No, because they all have the same ones.
You think?
If you go to the one on North Ridge Road,
Yeah.
it'll have salsas, jams, jellies, sauces,
Really?
candies.
I like all those things.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think they're like from the same company.
Yeah. So I go in there, and then they have. Now I always buy my big thing.
Day olds.
No, think about it for a second. Do I put it? No, is that I like honey. I go through a lot of honey. Do you guys eat a lot of honey or no?
I use a lot of honey.
They do. They say
I
it's
use
real
it in
good
my
for you.
teriyaki. I use it in my barbecue sauces.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey and baked beans. I like baked beans.
Yeah, you got
I put
Summertime
maple
squirt,
syrup,
yeah.
maple syrup and baked beans, brother.
Yeah.
And brown sugar and bacon.
wow. I can hear myself getting fatter.
Right.
You're welcome.
Right. So I always buy honey, but honey has gone through the roof. And
That's because of the bee shortage.
He kept a straight face.
Right, he did. Do you know, Wayne? This is the problem I'm having, and here encouraging him, which makes it worse, is because I have such a problem with Chuck MD. Is I'll talk to him, and I never know if he's serious because he always has a goddamn straight
Yeah.
face when he talks to me.
You're like, oh shit, he ain't lying.
I'll be over his house and I'll ask him a question, and he'll answer just like that
Yeah.
look you saw, and I'm like, maybe he's serious, and I don't want to look stupid, so I go,
No.
maybe he's right. You know,
No, we don't worry about that. Ed. You always
Yeah.
be stupid.
Chuck's right. So,
Well,
yeah,
there's a worker bee shortage.
But-
I should clarify that. During COVID, they just never went back to the office. So
I believe
Is that
they
where
work-
those, a lot of them died in that Canadian fire?
They did.
you know what? Maybe.
Well, someone. I
Listen,
don't know.
all
they're
right,
working remotely.
just real quick. Do they not have a fucking fire truck in Canada?
Is it still going?
Yes.
How would they not put it out yet?
I don't fucking know.
How did
They don't have fucking fire trucks.
Do they not know how to make one of those relief cuts in the forest?
Yeah.
I like
I just
that.
got it the second time.
All right.
That was a
Anyway,
good
I'm
one.
sorry.
So anyhow, you go and you're in the place getting your
Right.
stuff.
I'm just laughing because he said the bees were working remotely, and no one caught it. But anyway,
They're working from home.
dude,
Working from Hive.
they do. And I buy honey, and the reason is you got to watch because some of the honey they're using high fructose corn syrup. Yes,
to cut it. That was a drug reference, everybody.
Yeah, I liked it.
They're cutting the honey with high fructose corn syrup.
Nope.
This isn't pure.
Bunch of hillbillies with razor blades. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to watch. So in they have clover honey, got to get clover honey. So, but they have pies there now.
Okay.
And I bought. They make the pies, and I'm a strawberry pie guy. Do you like strawberry pie?
I'll eat pretty much any pie.
Stop.
It's
Except,
open on the top,
except
right?
mince meat.
No, none of that
Strawberry
shit.
pie's open on top, right?
Yeah.
With
There's
the whipped
no
cream
crust on
or
top.
the cream
Yeah,
cheese.
the cream cheese
no,
with
wait.
it. No, you're talking Mama Joe's.
Well, wait. There's two types. There's one with cream cheese and one without.
I'll eat them both.
See, I think
'Cause
they
I'll
See, I
put-
like a strawberry rhubarb pie,
do
Right
you?
on.
and that has
Yeah.
a top.
Absolutely. That
Yeah,
has a
that's
top.
really
I
good.
love
too.
rhubarb.
Because
too.
rhubarb, the bitterness of the rhubarb
Yeah.
cuts down on the sweetness of the strawberries. And
Oh.
Were you the one that said rhubarb is poisonous?
it is. Uncooked rhubarb is poisonous.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's why I wouldn't.
I don't know.
There's the
Do you think
look.
all the rain hurt the rhubarb?
I remember as a kid
Terry Ferguson.
we had rhubarb in the garden. I remember picking it up and
Yeah.
it wasn't good, but I was
Now
taking
look
a
at
bite
you.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
See?
look at you. Yeah,
He's got ticks.
You got rhubarb
They're all
ticks.
moving, they're all moving around in
Yeah.
his face. No, so there's only a couple pies I really like. Like I pecan I used to like when I was younger.
Too sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I
A
can't do
piece
pecan.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
you can't
once
eat
in a
lot.
while. I couldn't even tell you last time I
Did
had a
you?
piece
What's
of
the
it.
one that has like raisin dates?
Mincemeat.
Yeah.
Terrible.
My aunt Agnes used to make a wonderful
Yeah.
mincemeat.
I can't.
You're kidding.
and
can't
peach
do it.
pie.
Yeah.
Those two.
And what pie?
Peach.
Oh, I
like
love some
homemade
peach pie.
pie.
See?
Do with some vanilla ice cream.
But yeah,
I'm not an ice cream with guy, but I get
Damn
it.
it, Wayne.
I don't like ice
You know
cream.
what?
I
That's
just
right. He's
don't like
close
ice
to you.
cream.
That's right.
I have had it up to here.
Like I'll get peanut butter chocolate by Baskin Robbins. Like has a ribbon of peanut butter in it. That's pretty cool.
Dude,
But otherwise, yeah.
What about cheesecake?
Oh yeah, I
I'll
like
eat the
cheesecake.
shit out of cheesecake. When we go on our cruises, for dessert I get 2 pieces of cheesecake every time.
Like soft serve ice cream's pretty good.
yeah.
Like custard.
Yeah.
That's-
cake, you
I
mean?
like
Or
that.
like a pie, you mean? Or soft
No,
serve?
An ice cream pie?
Soft serve.
What? The,
Do you know what soft serve ice cream is?
Yeah, yeah.
apparently
Okay,
not.
then why'd you say like a cake?
Well, we were
Or a
talking.
pie.
Are you that dumb?
We were talking.
I'm gonna get-
Look at the wink.
Can I get a ice cream pie, please?
Yeah, I'd like a soft
I'm sure
serve
they
small
make 'em.
cone.
I have the swirl.
Would you like that in a pie?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, put in a graham cracker crust.
I'm sure
What?
it's been done.
They've asked if I want it in a cup. So what's
Yeah. Cup pie, whatever.
Eat a pie for pie.
That's
Yeah.
right. But yeah, mincemeat, that's like the fruit cake of pies.
Yeah.
Nobody eats fruit cake, right?
No.
Nobody eats mincemeat.
Unless you're like trying to shit your pants.
but
My
I like
But I
it.
remember when I was a kid, mincemeat pie, try it. I go, well, what kind of
Yes.
meat's in it?
Yeah,
No, there's no meat in it.
Raisins, fucking dates.
Yeah, then I'm like,
bullshit.
well,
I liked
Wrong.
it. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Looking
not
at
for
my
me.
grandma, I'm like,
no. Do you
no,
know
I mean,
I
I'd
don't
never
wanna
pick
eat
it.
They're
this.
really-
Right, that'd be
it
like
was there.
what's that? The mincemeat?
She made it, and it was maybe different when it was
Right.
homemade, but a little whipped cream on top. It's like a spicy.
No.
You know, it was decent.
I tried it once
her
and
peach
never
pie
ever
was
tried
amazing.
it again.
Peach. Well, the mincemeat. Real quick. My
Never.
mom said when she was in the orphanage that they would buy.
dead fingernail pie.
You pulling that string?
No, I'm just saying they actually had meat like these pies.
Oh.
Like a pot pie or a shepherd's
yeah,
pie.
Yeah.
the pies like
Well, that's
that.
a whole different family.
But anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
We're
so-
talking dinner and dessert.
But I like the raisin date. I kind of like
Mincemeat pie?
I do. I like that pie.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm not a
You
fan.
would have liked my Aunt Agnes.
I like that. And then
The ingredients of that, none of that is appealing to me.
Yeah.
well, here's the problem that he said peach, and I like peach.
love peach pie.
But this is
It's
what's
good.
weird is when some people make
But the
it.
crust makes or breaks that.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
right
That
where
was
I
the best
gonna
part
go.
of hers. So
If it's, I don't like.
she hand peeled all the peaches too. It was all homemade.
Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
The problem with peach pie is there's sometimes if you ever
There's
had a,
no problem with
yes
peach
there
pie.
is. Have you ever had a peach pie? Say you went to I'm going to use it. Not that it happens there.
Okay.
Let's say it's just Bobby's Pies.
You go to Bobby's Pie's place and you get a peach pie and you go in it. It's like it has no flavor. Like it's peach,
But the peaches don't taste like peaches?
right?
What do they taste like? Plums?
No, they just have. He was nodding because you understand. They have like a
Kiwis?
Just not enough flavor.
Not enough
not
peach
enough
flavor?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that makes
You know
me,
what would help that?
what's that?
Ice cream or whipped cream?
Half a cup of sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Salt and pepper.
Salt and
Salt
pepper.
and pepper here.
Some Montreal seasoning, maybe?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wait, let's go. So they had pies there. They had all this stuff. Cute girl working there. So I was real excited. I said, I will be back. We'll be back.
Mom, you stay in the truck and don't
That's right.
cramp
Stay
my
in the
style.
bed. That's right. So
She's standing behind you like, that's my man. The girl at the counter is like, what?
It's like, I'm calling the police.
So I got some stuff there. I am going to go back. It's nice that they have all kinds of little kitschy chic stuff, and it's not as packed. So in other words, and the girl even said they take the overflow of that other place, and that's fine with them.
Yeah.
Take the overflow. But I got a bunch of corn there. Tell me this is a good price. It was a dozen for $5.
I don't know what the going rate
I
of
don't
corn
either,
is.
but-
I don't know either.
That's
It's a-
average.
I'd have no problem
It's not
paying
crazy
$5
good,
for
yeah.
a dozen corn.
Okay, so it's average. So we get, and I just have it on the table up there,
Just
But
hanging out?
Well, yeah, I was gonna make it tonight or tomorrow. And the thing was, he gave me this recipe. So, audience,
It's a game changer.
You got
A good recipe?
I sent it to you. Put it on the.
I'll put it in the subject matter.
All right.
Again, for the audience, when you're watching a show, at the beginning of before the show starts and after, those are usually the subjects we're going to talk about. So that's a little.
Now, mind you, it's not my recipe. I got it off of
those
a
are the
website,
little. What do
yeah.
they call those eggs?
It's plagiarism.
Easter egg?
Easter egg. That's an Easter egg for you. So check those out. And then but what it is I'll compress it. Is you do like 2 tablespoons of vinegar, white vinegar,
And 2 tablespoons of sugar.
of sugar in there. You boil it, and as soon as it gets up to boil, you put the corn in.
Bring it back to a boil again.
Gotcha.
Once it's boiling with the corn in it, you take it off the heat and put a lid on it for 10 minutes so it steams in the water.
And for whatever
And it comes
reason,
out
That seems
perfect.
like a long time.
It just comes out perfect.
for whatever
Okay.
reason, it came out unbelievable. Now, I like putting pepper on my corn.
So do I.
And salt.
Salt and pepper and butter.
Definitely butter.
Yeah.
Now, the farmer Ron told me this insane, stupid thing where he would melt butter, put it in a jar of water. Like he put melted butter.
Yeah, you just dip the thing in there.
But okay. Have you
I've
ever
seen that at big
like fairs and festivals?
Yeah,
But
like hamburgers.
Does the
and-
butter mix with the water?
I've seen it in a
no.
bucket of water. The water's hot, the butter melts into it,
So the hot
and it
water-
rises to the top. So basically, you're just coating it through the top.
As it's
not
coming
any
out.
special.
So
yeah.
does the hot water just keep the butter in a liquid form?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when you're pulling it out, it's coating it as you're
Yeah.
pulling it out.
because there's like a layer on top.
That's what
of it.
she said.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I've seen that. It's a nice, easy way to do it.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like about
That's
eating
laziness.
corn on the
is all
cob
that
As
is.
it gets in your teeth?
Oh, dude.
Both of them?
I love that, especially when you cut into a good row.
Yeah.
You get it just
and then
right.
you get on a good run.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're like doing
Your mouth
typewriter.
is, I feel like a chipmunk with my cheeks puffed out.
Then
You got
rotate.
butter running down your
Yeah,
chin.
Rotate.
You got to finish the row.
And then you
Either
lick
way,
your
yeah.
lips and it's salty and buttery.
You can't
Once you
just
start,
stop.
once you start, you don't go
This is-
halfway.
No.
No, you don't half-ass like
You got to
fucking
do
Eric
the
Horn.
row.
No.
Gotta
This is
do
what
the
I was going
row.
to ask you guys when you eat corn on the cob. Do you go all the way to the end? Where
Absolutely.
The, where
Oh,
the
sure.
tiny nuggets.
Dude, I'll get as close to those tiny little white shitty pieces as I can.
Yeah, and
But
those
you know you get one because it's like, ooh
those
too
aren't
close.
too bad.
No, those
if you
aren't
get a
bad
mouthful
either.
of the other part.
Yeah, you don't even know.
And then this is the other.
And I eat around that like one bad kernel.
Yeah. Or where the husk isn't quite all the way back.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I'll
like
get as close
bangs
as I
hanging
can
down.
to
Yeah. If you catch it right, you can get your tooth under that flap. You know, get that last hidden row.
You know, you and then you'll spin it around trying to get them all.
Oh yeah.
Right, then I've done this when we were, when we were kids.
Now I want corn on a
I know.
I know.
Dude,
Fuck
tell you,
yeah,
Damn
dude.
it.
Corn and pie.
No shit.
That's what I want.
Dude,
I'm in.
we would do this. We would even butter after you're done with the cup.
And suck the juice out?
Yeah. Okay. Did you do that?
No, but I saw where you were going with that.
Yeah,
What the fuck is wrong with
Were you just imagining it was a buttery wiener? What
of course.
What
he
kind
did.
of hillbilly shit is that?
did you steep it in a tea?
Fuck.
What did you
Wow. So I had to. My dog had to have emergency surgery because
What?
of that. Well, I
eat a
gave
corn
him.
cob?
I was shucking a bunch of corn and I let him smell it and he bit into it. And I was like, well, here, I'll give it the
That's
whole
not the-
raw kernel. You know, it was all shucked. And I saw him eating it like we would.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
and then I looked back and it was gone. And I was like,
the whole cob?
the whole thing. And he's like, "Mm." I was like, no.
That doesn't sound good.
Well,
No.
he bit through it like a bone and ate the whole thing. And
Did he chew it up at least or no?
I didn't know. I didn't ask him.
yeah.
He wouldn't
wasn't gonna
answer.
tell you anyhow.
He was just a puppy. Couldn't answer.
Dogs don't chew.
So,
they
no,
swallow
I
as
kept
much.
an eye
yeah.
on him and kept an eye on him. And I was like, damn it. I had to take him in, have an x-ray. And
Sure as shit, there it was.
The one piece was like 2 or 3 inches long and it had turned sideways in his colon.
That happened to Byron,
But it was almost to the
but from the bottom.
it was almost to the big portion where it would have made it out. But they're like,
It got
well,
wedged.
you know, it was obstructing.
Yeah.
But and Great Danes, they're big dogs, the giant breeds have
Yeah.
problems with that sometimes. So I was like, you know what? Go ahead. And they ended up neutering him while he was there. He
Oh,
was
right.
almost old
Dude, what a
enough.
punishment for fucking
But-
swallowing
yeah.
a corn
Yeah,
cob.
right. But-
Here I am swallowing a corn cob. I wake up with no balls.
He might have passed it.
It's like, what the
But
fuck
they didn't
happened?
have. They had him opened up, and they just had to like push with their fingers around
Oh,
and
so it
let
wasn't,
it come out.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to
It
cut
wasn't
into
like
that.
super invasive.
But it ended up being like $2,800.
I know. You got to be kidding.
No, but
you-
it
do
had
you
his
have pet
stomach,
insurance?
his stomach tacked. So big breeds, they have their stomach tacked, so their stomach can't flip.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Wait,
Because that's what happens. It
Is he
kinks
wearing-
it, and then all the blood vessels are kinked.
And
They
they
die
die
in
off.
hours.
Yeah.
Within hours.
what
Did he? Is he wearing a cone of shame?
He did.
Yeah.
But it was like a fucking garbage can.
Oh,
It was so
yeah.
fucking huge.
Oh my god!
There's
he's probably
nowhere in my
knocking everything.
there's nowhere in
over.
my house he could go with it. Like
It's like a triceratops running
it was
through your house.
huge.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was huge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Did he get caught in the doorways?
It was like
No.
like the size of an
No,
umbrella.
but he could.
Yeah, it was a,
Yeah, it was.
patio umbrella.
Yeah, he got great reception.
It was I would say it was an old satellite dish.
I got all the pay-per-views.
And they're oafish anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So when you put their
Oh,
wingspan
yeah.
about 5-6 foot.
Oh, he would
No
run and it
bueno.
would just like take him out.
yeah.
All of a sudden he'd be going the other way.
He's like, man, this thing makes my
No.
balls hurt.
He's dragging the
Yeah.
stove across the floor. and
Oh, yeah.
shit. Yeah.
What? What? You said it got. What did you call the stomach? What did you say that was called?
They have their stomach tacked.
What does that mean?
They-
Part of their stomach gets tacked to the rib cage area or the diaphragm, so that it can't roll. Because like if they eat a big meal or if they get bloated, they get bloat, which is another thing
Yeah,
gas
it's not
causes.
good.
But if they like play after they eat, they're so big and long, especially with the deep chested breed, like really big. There's a lot of room for the stomach to move, and if it flips, it's like turns once and sits there. It kinks all the blood vessels.
Yeah, but
everything
how
else.
did they
and
tack it?
dies.
Think of a weld tack, but with a stitch.
They stitch like a bunch of stitches to the they get the stomach wall.
They're basically
and to the
sewing
wall,
it to his
holding it in
ribs.
place so it can't rotate out.
So that's common then.
Very common. It's
Really?
recommended. Yeah, we have it on both dogs.
Did I ask? Did you have pet insurance?
No, but we
He's
definitely
gonna.
thought about it. Yeah.
After that,
You know what? I might enroll them in it because it's like $30 a month or something.
Which ain't
And
shit. compared
one
to
thing
a
for
ride.
them is like,
Yeah.
Because they're so big.
regular medication is let's say $40. It's $140 for
Oh,
them
yeah.
because they need
Twice as
3 times
Yeah.
the amount
because they're so big.
You know, the just sheer size alone.
and you can share it because a lot of their medicines.
What,
are the
him
same
and
as-
Wayne?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the same medicine for
He
you.
gives them Advil.
yeah,
You know.
I think I've broken off half a Vicodin.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
We're going out.
Yeah.
You know? No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
No, but yeah, so yeah, I did. I got that corn. Corn is one of those weird things. So when it gets caught in the teeth and it stays there for like, you try and I can't floss, but
Why?
because my teeth.
They're bonded.
They make these things called toothpicks.
Yeah.
Dude, now that I've done that, and have you
Yeah.
ever had a shear? I've had the toothpick.
Get the
get-
Why
plastic
can't you
ones.
floss?
My teeth are so tight together.
Well, if
I
a
have to
corn
use-
kernel could get
I know.
up there.
I know a
I
couple.
use-
I know a couple people like that can't floss.
Yeah,
'cause their
I
teeth
could
are
see
so-
that.
the every time I would go to the ball dentist, the dentist put his balls on my face.
Yeah.
is he would use a tape, a dental tape,
and his
And-
pubes.
Yeah.
and it would go and it would shear my teeth,
Ow.
shear my gum,
Ow.
because my teeth have this weird shape on it where it's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
skinny.
reptilian.
Yeah. You
Just
grind your food. He's an herbivore.
herbivore.
Yeah.
I put the rocks in my stomach
Yeah.
so that he.
He's got the bamboo hanging out of his mouth.
Next thing we come over and he's doing that Himalayan throat singing.
Yeah, but I think you could get stronger floss or something like maybe like piano wire or something and get in
I'll
there.
give you one of my like guitar strings,
Yeah.
the E string.
Like an E string. Yeah.
Yeah. What you could do is just get a piece long enough, and then once you get in there, just kind of leave it.
Right, almost like
Tuck it away.
braces.
And then after you eat, just like bring it out again and
Yeah.
I
work
can
it.
use it like a tassel, like I run real fast and
No.
it flaps in the wind.
You look like you close your mouth, you look like a shrunken head. Remember those that have their lips sewn shut?
You had, do you want to talk about your story real quick? The you said
Oh, I don't know. It was just like it crossed my mind. That's why I sent you that. And you know, like you see as growing up, like if you have kids or don't have kids,
yeah.
but you think, gosh, you know, we can't leave him alone or can't leave your son alone to a certain age. Can't have a
Right,
phone. You can't
right,
do this, whatever.
right.
And I'm thinking, God, you know, and for the most part, I think everybody feels the same. Like you had a decent upbringing.
Yeah.
Your mom was great.
You don't know the
Yeah.
Your
difference.
dad was
Right.
amazing because that's what you dealt with.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
And then you
That's-
see
Yeah.
like what other kids get or do, and you're like,
Wait a
damn,
minute.
like,
Dude,
why does he need that? He's like, what do you mean? Didn't your mom ever? I'm just like, no.
right.
Like,
No.
what is that? Like, what?
Dude,
Nope.
I get
Yeah.
you saying that.
And it was just like, it dawned on me the other day. I don't know what the example was or whatever, but I was like, God, through the years, they've kind of like,
Yeah.
Lowered the bar for
kind
you.
of, yeah. It's gotten lower and lower and lower. And it's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. Is this how, you know, did I have good parents? I mean,
yeah.
I did. I mean, I always had food on the table and everything
Right,
else,
roof
but
over your head, right.
when as far as like the supportive, like my mom went to every game I had, sports wise,
Oh, yeah.
which was a lot, and every time she was
We
there,
played
great.
soccer.
But yeah, soccer, baseball, and some football, but baseball mostly my whole life, and then I don't know, it was just weird seeing some examples in my mind. I'm like, damn.
You're
Was
having
my-
your flashbacks.
Well, my mom wouldn't have done that, or my dad wasn't there for that. And I'm just like,
Right.
dang, you know, was it good?
Well, do you know
Like
what?
that was my example. So now
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I didn't have that. I'm doing more than maybe what they did as far as one-on-one. But then I'm thinking back, like, God, am I even doing enough? You know, it's just
Yeah,
like,
but here-
God,
Did
my mom and dad suck?
Yeah.
I would say
Did I have a bad mom? Was she
No,
terrible?
not at all.
You know, didn't
Not at
everybody's
all,
mom
man.
beat them?
Oh, but dude, my mom beat me with Hot Wheel
Jesus.
track.
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
I just get to where I'm wondering how good it really was.
Right? And
Yeah.
'Cause I
Right,
know
I
I'm
know what
okay
you're
in some area, but you can't cover every base.
right.
No.
Like, but they had the discipline part covered
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really well.
wooden spoons, Hot Wheel track.
Oh yeah, I feared getting in trouble.
Hot wheel tracks.
Yeah,
Remember that?
You know?
Dude, you get in trouble at school, that's one thing. Knowing you're going home to get in trouble again,
Oh,
that was
I considered not going home at a young age.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I'm
how
like,
about
no.
where you get spanked at school, then go home and get spanked,
Spanked again.
again?
Yeah.
For getting
And-
spanked.
And, yeah, and then, or if you went to a neighbor's house,
they'd spank it too.
they'd spank you. Then you go home and get spanked by your parents. See,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
You get
there's-
arrested
first
if
of
you
all,
do that now.
As a parent, there's no manual. They don't give you a manual.
Well,
And
there are some.
Yeah,
If
actually,
you go on eBay, I'm sure there's some used ones. Some
I'm
gently
sure if you
used
YouTube
ones.
that shit, you could
Yeah.
probably,
okay, well, but I'm going to say all at the table, except for him because he's so rich. But no, we all grew up. We are the children of
The 70s
well, not only that,
recession.
where our parents were blue collar workers.
yeah.
Okay.
We had a roof over our head. We had food on
Yeah.
the table.
Right. So we all.
I did not have,
so-
all the newest video games or anything.
No.
Here's the crazy part. Growing up, when I had my son and going through the trials and tribulations that happened, but I didn't get my own bedroom till I was like 14 or 15, somewhere right in that, maybe even 16, till my brother
So
went
your
into
mom's like, you're just too big to be sleeping with us.
well, you also, you had a lot of siblings.
right. Well, this is what I'm saying.
know.
I grew up where bunk beds or multiple beds in a room
Sure.
was just normal.
Yeah, like the Brady Bunch. There's
Right.
like, a bedroom.
you just call what he
Pictured him
said.
stabbing his mom in the back.
With a boner.
Yeah.
What is that? Nothing. Eddie, were you eating those gas station boner pills again?
But we did. Yeah, we grew up, and now these parents want to
I
have.
cut it with honey. Don't worry, Mom.
Well, I heard that there's there's a sex book. Did you guys hear about this? And it, like everything, it's like sex book questions answered.
Is
and
it almost like everybody poops,
it's
but for sex?
Well,
But
I know
it's
that everybody
recommended
poops.
for like really young kids.
Wait a
And
minute.
they were
wait a
reading
minute.
excerpts from it, and it's about trans, gay sex,
Stop it.
everything.
Stop it.
And it's detailed. I'll have to look it up, and we can talk
Yeah,
about
well,
it
you
another
wouldn't-
time.
I'll just-
Because I wanted to order it right away because
stick to
it was,
Pornhub.
the language is like, what?
Yeah,
It's
you're like,
crazy. I heard
wow.
him talking about it on a morning show, Rover morning
Right,
show, whatever.
Okay.
And
you haven't had the talk yet with your son's what, 9?
yeah,
So
no talk yet.
No talk. Okay, yeah.
Next
Yeah, that's
year,
what I
probably.
mean. You don't want kids to be reading
Well,
that young.
Wait till you see this book. It is like, it's beyond.
Detail, very
How old
detailed.
were you
Oh.
when you were first like, that chick is hot? I'm saying 12, maybe.
I had an attraction at
Yeah,
a
but
young
not
age.
like. I remember when I was in Central going, oh my God, I'm going to junior high next year. That's where the hot chicks are.
I
You know what
remember
mean?
junior high being, or
A game
fifth
changer.
and sixth grade is the first time I really ever heard about somebody doing something to
Yeah,
somebody. Or
but
Dude, wait a minute. I remember in 5th and 6th grade that we had, that's when they separated. They had the one, oh, I'm wrong camera. They separated everyone, and they had the boys had their talk, and then the girls, they had.
I don't remember.
I remember that.
I want to say it was 6th
At
grade.
Central?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then.
Was I high that day?
Probably.
Might have been, yeah.
Probably. And they separated because that's when they showed the girls tampons and they showed them
That
all.
was no. That was junior high because they gave the girls free
so
tampons.
you're saying 7th
and
grade.
they gave the guys acne cream. And we
acne cream.
I remember.
Who has acne?
That was Ed's class.
Which one?
Remember they gave us tubes of Clearasil. Every guy got tubes of Clearasil.
I don't remember that.
Every girl got
I don't either.
tampons.
Yeah, I
and I
remember
remember guys putting them under the bus tires when they were lined up, and then when the buses would roll away, they were
Wait, I
squirting
kinda remember
Clearasil all over the kids waiting for their next bus.
All over their shoes.
I remember having a crush in like third grade.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not like it wasn't the
I
same.
mean, I
as-
wasn't
When
like,
did
man, I'd like
you-
to bang her.
when
You
did
didn't have
you
a-
have-
yeah, we
wait,
didn't even know
You
what
didn't
that
have a
was.
boner.
No,
When do you
I
think-
might have.
You
When
never
do you
know.
think you had your first kiss? Like first when you were in school? Because I
On the
get
cheek?
no,
Or
Like a
real
full
kiss?
on-
no, not full on. I had my first tiny little kiss. There was a girl. I'll say it for the audience.
No, don't say her name.
Okay,
Why
I'll
not?
say
Oh,
it first.
please do.
Yeah. Just
Say it.
Just say it.
We were kids. You know, we were
Yeah.
10, 12.
Bill.
No, not not
George.
Yeah. Just say his name.
No,
Is he bigger than me?
Where?
only in girth. Only in girth.
Not like
Right. No, my first kid was Deanna, the girl named Deanna Spansky.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she kissed
She's
me.
super cute.
We had these
Yeah.
things for the audience. For
And she stayed cute, unlike you.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
we had in our playground, which I cannot believe this was actually a plaything, was these giant tubes.
oh, they were the
yeah.
the drainage
Drainage.
tubes.
Yeah, left
Yeah,
over.
And they
tunnels.
paint them red
Oh, yeah.
and blue, so they're
Yeah.
Crack your head
playground.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were dangerous.
That's what she kissed me in the tube. You know, that was the thing.
Oh.
Everybody go in the tube because you could see through.
And
it.
then they got in a tunnel.
We were just kids.
And then
It
we
was
had
like
those
a-
damn slides that were like 900 degrees degrees Fahrenheit, stainless steel, 50 feet in the air.
Oh yeah.
They catch all that sunlight.
Yeah, but so that was my first that like that. But a passionate one. I'll say this girl's name. We were, I think I may have talked about her. Girl's name was Darlene, and Darlene.
She lived right around the corner.
Yes,
That was like my first one too.
what? I knew you were giving her a ride home.
Yeah, I didn't have
Big wheel.
anything.
Wade rolls up on his big wheel. I got my tandem. Get on.
That girl, you know the girl then? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lived over by
On his
Brett.
green machine.
Yeah.
By Brett and the twins.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So this girl, yeah, that was my first.
Yeah.
Tongue.
Well, at that age, we
So
were.
you were basically cow kissing, or you're like kind
Yes.
of licking their face.
Because you didn't know.
yeah.
Yeah, that was my first real kiss.
What, how old were you?
12, 13. About 12, 13.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wayne was probably 8. How old were you? How old were you guys?
I don't. You know what? I was trying to think of the first real.
I would have
I
to
don't.
say-
I would have to really think.
Was it a girlfriend or was it just a, like
It
a
was-
No,
spin
I
the
didn't have
bottle
a girlfriend.
party?
I was
Yeah.
at Skate World, and I
You
had to
kissed
be-
by the dumpster, didn't you?
It was
the
behind
DJ?
Skate
Was it
World.
the DJ?
It was. I'm like, can you play Super Freak? And he's like, only if you kiss me. I'm like, you got it. I'm like, hey, they're playing my song.
Oh, you saw it was a belt buckle.
Super Freak. Super Freak.
So back there in Skate World.
Yeah, I was like 7th
Wow.
grade, maybe.
That's an awesome
Okay, so
song.
that's 12, 13, or 14?
13 or 14 in there, yeah.
How old are you? Well, you were
I want to
tall,
say.
too.
I want to say. Well, thank you. for
He's still
noticing.
waiting.
yeah, I'm still waiting. I want to say Skate World probably also.
Yeah, mine was
Yeah.
behind Skate
Was that
World,
like the
though.
local horror place?
No, because there was just so many girls there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy-girl ratio was insane at
was,
Skate
was
World.
great. It was. You
It was
had
like
a really
shooting
good
fish in a
chance.
bucket, even for a fucking loser like
Yeah,
me.
schmucks like us. Yeah.
I had a chance. If you were clean, you had a chance. You know, couple skate. I got this.
Yeah.
See, I was so terrible. I DJ'd there one time. I used to DJ that little booth all the way at the
All
back.
the way in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would DJ there, but I was a terrible skater. I couldn't turn.
I could go around in a circle. I couldn't do like the backwards skate. Or
I couldn't
anything.
Neither
skate
could-
backwards.
I couldn't turn.
On the carpeting, I was amazing.
On the carpeting.
You get me on that floor, and it was all over.
And I would go there, and they had the concession all the way at the
In
left
the back,
Yes.
hot pretzels, 15 cents.
Dude, that was The
God,
food
we're
was-
old.
the food
That was great
good.
fun.
But see, here's the difference too. Those were also the skates that looked like.
They were tan with bright orange wheels. They were like the prison uniforms
Yeah.
of the skate world.
Yes, they were. They were all the same color.
Yep.
Yep.
Looked like an old catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
With orange wheels.
Yeah.
Wheels.
And they always had some numbskull that was from the high school working there that he would just like, I don't understand. I'm just spritzing a little bit of Lysol in
Well,
there.
it's just like bowling
Bowling,
shoes, the same
yeah.
thing,
Would
you know.
make a
You don't
goddamn-
put them in a clavicle.
Yeah.
You didn't go barefoot.
No, you're not supposed to anyway.
Is that what that thing is? A
Supposed to.
clavicle? What's the thing where you sterilize stuff?
I don't know.
Autoclave.
Autoclave. that's it.
Clavicles.
Here I have a clavicle.
Clavicles are your shoulder.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
your,
You don't put them on your
that's your
shoulder.
collarbone.
But yeah,
You're putting this.
your clavicle. I'm like, all right.
You lost me on that one.
Yeah. Apparently, we need
Wasn't
to
there
do.
an upstairs with
yes.
something?
Where video
Yeah.
games were up there.
Video
Yeah.
games, right?
And where you made out.
Yeah,
Was there
that's,
lockers?
There was
too?
lockers. Yeah.
that's where you went to make out. Was upstairs.
Hell yeah.
You went up there and did the old.
I was like, yeah, hold on, I gotta take these fucking shoes off.
I made it up the. I made it up
No,
the stairs and skates.
there was no-
If I knew I was gonna make out with a chick, I would have crawled up those steps.
I started out and I just left them down there and ran up in my socks. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah.
Dude, I was the. You always saw that one idiot. It was me because I couldn't turn. You'd go for the audience.
as fast as you could into the wall.
Oh,
That's how
I
you
saw
break.
someone put a skate through it.
Really?
Yeah, big hole.
You're kidding.
Fred Penna.
Oh, Fred.
Poor Fred.
We were there for a birthday party,
Right.
and he fell, and someone ran over his bottom lip.
What?
Just his bottom lip.
With a skate?
And it got huge. He's like, I was like, holy shit, what happened to you, Fred? He's like, someone ran over my bottom lip. It was huge. Like,
does
how
that
did that even happen? I don't
How
know.
was that even possible?
We should get, we should,
Oh, yeah.
nah, I said this before.
Oh, my God.
We can let people know, but we should get the callers calling on the phone during
Yeah.
the show works really well.
It does, yeah.
So we'll have to verify some of this shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, he got his bottom fucking lip run over by a
Just
roller
his
skate?
bottom lip.
That fucking made my
Ain't
day.
that
Oh, yeah.
Wait a
Ain't that
minute.
a kick in the dick?
How would you
It
fall?
got huge.
Was his lip?
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
When
It was fat.
I'm in my head, I'm trying to picture.
Yeah.
You know,
I gave that up. I gave up trying to picture.
I'm trying
No,
to figure it
that after it
out.
happened, he felt his heartbeat in his lip. You know, it was just like,
It was huge.
oh my God, yes.
Can't make that up.
No, and just the thing, it's so many things happen at places like that that'll never. That stuff won't happen again. They won't
No.
allow places like that.
We
to
didn't have
exist.
cell phones.
And when we were younger, they had all night skates where after 10 they
Yes.
would lock the doors.
Yes.
And you're in there all night.
You had to
until
stay.
until the sun came up.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a great idea till about 4.
I never did it. I
I was going
wanted
to say
to,
11.
I never did that either.
But yeah,
It's
I
terrible.
wasn't allowed.
You're
Just
trying to sleep on a
Yeah,
bench.
I wasn't allowed. All of a sudden, I had good parents. You know,
yeah.
like
They're fickle, aren't
if
they?
you were really good, you would let me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It would have been bad anyhow.
Well,
Hey.
I
weren't
know
terrible.
we're over, audience members. We're going to be leaving you with it's Rod, not Maud. Rod's a song, Paradise. That's Poppy song if you like Poppy Eye. The last one was like Jason Mraz, but so along that stuff. So check it out, audience members. Thank you. You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is edmoneylive.com. Where
you
it's,
okay
I
there?
burped, sorry. edmoneylive.com,
settle down.
where it's real people have real conversations about life. Normally listen to myself, Ed Money, right over here. CPAP Chuck.
we'll see ya.
Chuck Dick. Chuck Dick.
Wow. There was a lot of hate in that last one.
Good.
No-
It
no
was
hate.
a lot of anger in that last part.
No.
Amazing Byron sitting next to me. Glad you made it, dude.
Good to see you guys.
Last but not least.
Sorry. It was taco night last night. My bad.
And the you farted so bad that you got the dog.
Wow.
Dog all angry at you. Last but not least, always give you his inbound check is DJ Jazzy Wayne.
It's terrible.
You made it up on the last
I was
show.
just joking.
Oh, I gotta come up with a new one. So audience members,
We'll come up with it.
check out all the links. Check out everything that we do. The blah, 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 that's associated with the show. Thank you. And always remember that you are somebody. And don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And after that, we are out of here.
Wayne Dick.
Whoa.
I always get ignored, I don't exist. I'm sick. It's alright, I'm fine, I'm just passing the time. I need you in my life. When I'm with you, I can't move, it feels like I'm losing my mind. Paradise, yeah, I kinda like it. Paradise, yeah, I kinda like it. When paradise, yeah, why can't I see your face? Feel the same way, why don't you say my name? I feel like October. I just need some peace of mind. I don't need to be sober for us to be lovers. I don't wanna love anybody like that. I just wanna feel your body like that and tell you things I don't feel like. Yeah, in paradise, yeah, I kinda like it. In paradise, yeah, why can't I see your face? Feel the same way, why don't you say my name?
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and/or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.